Oh wow, I need to talk to all of them now? Okay. I'll start with the people here in the back. Oh, Arturias, might I have a moment to talk? Sure. With the science stepping away from the public eye, I've been left to consider what new endeavors I might pursue. And after speaking with Krill, I decided I'll be assisting her in rebuilding the student of Bastion. Not only I am indebted to Master Golf for giving me a new home, but had our order never existed, I would have never set foot within the Crystal Tower. How different my life might have been. But I would soon have met you, never become a caretaker of a tower, never become a Scion in the first place. You gave me the chance to do so much good. I hope to continue to do so with the students. For added benefits and new mysteries often find their way to our doorsteps. Doorstep mysteries that prove ideal for fulfilling our promises to embark on a new adventure together, unlike anything we experienced before. Ah, Grad, don't worry. Whenever you have time and intercalations, my friend, I stand ready to accompany you to the unknown. Do recall in the realm of Omicrons, when I asked you, you thought I may someday be mentioned to your epic. Whilst you to learn your pace at your side, would it be to stuff of dreams? In the end, nothing would give me greater joy to stand with you in here and now. It need to be some grand endeavor. There need to be a promise. Whenever your adventure calls, I won't hesitate to invite you. And I hope that you will do the same for me, my dear friend. With a second thought. As long as you don't overstir yourself, Without a second thought, Praha. I hope you do that. As much as I've ever seen, there is still much we haven't. And who knows, maybe we can encounter survivors of the Omicron somewhere out there. Maybe. After all, given how they took to the stars, it is still an impulse that some of them might find far from home. And should we encounter a wayward traveler awaiting command, that will never come. I would bid them seeking adventure with someone, and with that partner find new purpose, a new dream. For the crystal can hold fast to dreams, why not the Omicrons? Whenever your plans may lead, do not hesitate to send word, and should a commission of interest may come to me, you will be first to know. Alright, I need to go. Who do I want to talk to next? I guess I'll save those two for last. I think I'll save that one for last. I'll just talk to Justinian next. God damn, I'm doing a staring contest with Justinian. If you have something to say, then out with it. I'm just worried you just earned your keeping now. I'm just worrying how you'll earn my keep now. What? I thought your ventures had any number of ways to earn coin, and I thought the science made of operation has changed. What should be contemplated as before? In any case, I don't want your options, even if some are worse than others. No sooner did Emerald hear of our disbandment that he offered me a position as a guardsman in the Imperium district as a former Azuran dragon. I can guarantee to be popular, he says. And who does he take me for? Even though he's meddling, I'm perfectly capable of finding employment, and much more so. Okay, Justinian, you don't need to worry about work, I'm pretty sure. And so some days ago, a harmless envoy arrived from word from Vitra. The worm requests my presence as soon as things have settled here. He didn't dig in to mention why I'm needed, but it pertains to dragons like as not. In Tabanir, like elsewhere, the phenomenon caused by the final days abated when you defeated Metron. Though it's too late for those who have already transformed, life is beginning to return to normal for the survivors. Of those who sought refuge in Charlian, most have already returned home. But many do not have home to return to, nor loved ones. By argument between Vitra and the Form, such souls may remain in the Charlian, if they wish to work and study. Vitra was always strapped in truth, and gratifying to see him become one in name as well. One who has the complete confidence of his people, if the envoy atone has any indication. I often find myself speaking favorably of dragons of late. Not so long ago I should assume his benevolence hid ulterior motives, but it's clear he cares for his people, and they will revere him. To know such nation may flourish is comforting. Vitra's kin sought release from conflict, so wary they were to often suffering is wrought, they're surrendered to oblivion. But Midgard Storm didn't give up, and hoped that he made the journey to distant Arturias with his clutches of eggs. And to his piggery went to be embodied in conflict with men. These were times where they transcend hatred to abide in harmony. This is their legacy and their triumph. In my lance, I feel the weight of their struggle and the strength of their resolve. It will lend me strength, Jesus. These things I might never have learned had I not joined you. Should you ever need of me, I will come. At the very least, I might be the opportunity to earn coin in the process. Aw, Justinian. Okay, so who else? I guess I can talk to her last. Ah, fuck that, you hinder. Arturias thou hast spoken with our comrades. Though this party might be for forevermore, there is nonetheless occasion for sorrow. Akin to a pixie pass, the navigation of such farewells is a perilous endeavor indeed. For their part, however, the Loppers are embarked upon a new beginning. Though benefit of its purpose as a vessel, the moon yet remained hospitable for the futures of Arturias. Thus, that our lunar visitors convey with the form, intent upon assigning some new beneficial roles for our Solidarity satellite. Yeah, that thing in the sky. Yet, ere they may come to pass, there is much more each party must learn to each other, a process which, though promised to be eventful indeed. To that end, a cradle of Loppers had gratefully dispersed across the latter land, in the name of mutual understanding. Heidelin, this said, did imbue them with her love for all things born of the star. And this Vitra's own nature, I believe, which doth manifest in this impressible, inexcusable curiosity of theirs. Having witnessed that which they strove to achieve, I wish to most keenly for their long labors to be rewarded, that their abiding affection for man results in a boon for all. Moreover, I hope to continue our acquaintances and share in such knowledge as they see fit to impart. Acquaintance? I call it a friendship and anything. I do not wish to presume. I would be honored that you should consider me a friend. For it is certainly true that I have grown fond of their company. But I shall digress no further. This day shall belong to the science of the Seven Dawn, to my incomparable companions. Oftentimes have my resistance caused thee grief, and my actions spurred allies to spectral betrayal. And yet here amongst you I stand, no long words could express my gratitude for thy acceptance and forgiveness. Thus indeed I do proffer my humble support. But it is unto the deepest abyss of the highest heavens, even if I must need a founder across stormy seas, ever shall I answer thee summon. So let us talk to Alphinaud next. Yo, Alphinaud, got a minute? Oh, Arturias, pray forgive me for delaying the greetings. I was writing a letter, you see, to my parents. As a busy father has been, treading the aftermath of the Exodus, has been good enough to show concern for the Scions. And besides, I made them worry enough for a lifetime. Henceforth, I will endeavor to write as often as I'm able. Well, that's good. A little effort to set their minds at ease while we continue to be away from Charlian. Both Elise and I are off to assist with Garland's recovery, you see. Though, uncertainty remains over what will become of the nation. We can't well leave the capital in its present state now, can we? We will rejoin those members of the Isambard contingent still stationed there. Lucia and Maximian's helm the relief efforts. With support from our allies, the people of Garland is among them. They will gradually be joined by those who have finished treating the tempered across the land. lest you misunderstand, we do not seek redemption for failing Lucidia and her sister. That is a burden we must always bear. You know, her sister was a crazy-ass bitch. But, yeah, I don't want to befall anyone, but still, she was crazy as F. Nay, we go because it is truth in Lord Quintus's words. The truth that, whatever ideas individuals may espouse, nations are not moved to action unless they stand to benefit. For the foreseeable future, the fallen empire will be at the mercy of both the internal and external forces. Wait, I'm just curious now. Since Xenos and all the royalty is dead, who takes the realm of the nation now? Is there like some second command, like a prime minister or something? And though I do not doubt the intentions of the contingent, was greater power involved in the relief effort, our allies might as well as find themselves drawn into a political agenda. I'm going to seek and ensure that the needs of the few come first, to understand their hearts, that we might better help them begin anew. You best write me tune, you know that, Alphinaud. Write you letters? Of course! I would be glad to do so, my good old friend. But I would be gladder to see you come and visit, and I believe I speak for Alice as well. For fairly as long as I've been in Eorzea, you've been at my side, watching over me, in good times and the bad times. How many times have we gathered to share tidings? None could possibly keep count. At this point, no. The world is changing and it will continue to do so. Yet, no matter what the future brings, I hope I can ever look to you. In the good times and in the bad, as a dependable comrade and a dear friend both. You gotcha, Alphinaud. Thank you, Arturias, from the bottom of my heart. Alright, let's talk to Krill next. Oh, Arturias, how are you feeling? Any lingering aches or pains? Maybe a little here and there. Can't apologize enough for sending Xenos to find you in Ultimate Rune. When he came to me in Charlene, I was truly torn. As ever, there was only one thing on his mind. Forced to make a decision, I reasoned that if he would not be deterred from seeking you out, he might at least aid us in our cause. And so, I struck a bargain. In the end, he was true to his word, and you defeated him despite your earlier extensions. But knowing the state you were in, I couldn't have it ended very differently. My decisions almost cost you your life. No words could express the remorse I feel. It worked out. You did the right thing. I won't lie. I thought that was it for me. Well, honestly, it worked out. You did the right thing. It worked out. You did the right thing, Krill. It's a relief to hear you say that. Thank you. Time and time again, I made to feel wholly inadequate. It wasn't much use in battle, nor could I face the form without my nerves getting the better of me. It always fell to you and the others. I must, and I will do better. And I will begin with the restoration of the students of Bastion. Though our work, Charlene was straining its ties with the other nations, that we may be better prepared to face whatever threat arises in the future. Of course, this isn't something I could accomplish alone, but thankfully, I have the steadfast of help of Raha and Oyika and the other remaining members, together we will continue grandfather's work. And before, a certain commission will take us to a dangerous locale, and we may need to call upon seasoned adventurers once again. In such times, might you be willing to assist us? Not because you feel obliged or anything, mind you, but because you feel allured for the task itself. No problem, I'll take on anything. Marvelous! Should something of interest arises, I shall hesitate to reach out to you. Until that day, I shall endeavor to become a more dependable comrade. Ah, Krill. Alright, who else we need to talk to? Let's talk to Tangri next. Ah, a champion and savior. I was beginning to think my chances for our audience would never come. That sounded more arousing in my head. Amusing in my head, to say the least. Speaking of heads, I was worried about yours, and the rest of you, for that matter. On the meds, I trust. Well, yeah, for the most part. Glad to hear it. You weren't in a bad way, and healing magic or no, I am impressed on how swiftly you have recovered. Then again, this is hardly the first time you cheated death. Your strength, your will has never failed to astonish me. Looking at what you accomplished, Metion defeated, her song of oblivion cut short, the sources of all her reflections delivered from the final days. If you hadn't faltered at the last, then all hope would have been lost, but you held fast. But I did held fast, but thanks to you, all you guys helped me manage to pull through. Now, Reen has a tomorrow to look forward to, and I couldn't ask no greater gift than that. Speaking of Reen, I really hope we can, have you visit her someday. As a lesser gift, however, the next time you see her, I would appreciate you not describing my travel plans with Hirager as aimless wandering, Well, a purpose of our roaming, after all, keeping an eye on things in the absence of the science on the world stage. There will be no end to a little problems that goes unattended by nations. Well, we do our best to help out wherever we can. Which I suppose is an approach not far removed from aimless wandering, when you get down to it. Perhaps you can tell her that I am faring well, and leave it at that, eh? No need to mention these feelings of being uprooted. I have never been the one to stand still for long, but when I think of home, this is the rising stone which comes to mind. How many times have we set out from this base? There's no return when our work was done. On the day the Scions came together, I only hoped for Mythville to find a place where she belonged, but never did I expect to find one here for myself. Indulge me, Arturias. I have a question for you. And imagine Miss Mythville herself is asking. Are you glad you joined the Scions? Well, best decision I ever made. There's never been a dull moment, that's for certain. That's really understatement. There's never been a dull moment ever since I joined the Scions. But if I hadn't joined them, I wouldn't be this, courageous hero saving the world countless times over and over again. Kinda, I guess any other people would have done it, but still. There's never been a dull moment, that's for certain. That's one way of putting it. In many ways, the experience have left us far stronger than we ever began. But all good things must come to an end, at least for a time. Should you need help finding a infiltration or reconnaissance, you should ask. Should you need a helping hand for infiltration or reconnaissance, you know who to ask. I'll come running, and then you'll be likely to get a certain funny talking fortune teller into the bargain. Yeah, if you get one thing, you get the other. Thank you guys for watching my recording session for Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker's main MSQ. And if you have any comments, put them down below the video as well. And if you like this video, please click the like button. It's very much appreciated. If you are curious on whatever I upload on my YouTube channel, you can give it a look. And if you're curious on getting in touch on what I upload, you can subscribe and don't forget to click the bell icon. And of course, I have projects that are going on my channel, which are right now Final Fantasy XIV Raid, Trial, MSQ Broadcast, Jobicas, Minions, Mounts, anything related to Final Fantasy XIV. Secondly, which will be Freight Grand Order, Lost Spell 4, 5, the events, the challenge quests, and anything that are related to Fate Grand Order. And lastly, which will be Personify the Royal, whenever the existence of actually starting to record that again will be in the near future. This has been Ravensleep45. Take care, stay safe, and have a pleasant Final Fantasy XIV day.